I am here with Zack Cannon. Zack. All right.
From the top.
Okay, now I am here. I am present with Zack Cannon. Zack Cannon is front of house for
the Maine.
The Maine. Is that the only one you do for?
I do the story so far.
Okay.
I do monitors for Taking Back Sunday.
All right.
That's pretty much it.
For right now.
For now. Yeah. I've done a few. I've done a lot of others, but yeah.
So what got you into running sound?
I was just always interested in it when I was a younger kid, going to shows.
Straight out of the womb with headphones and
I didn't want to be the guy on stage. I always thought this part of the job was cool.
So you wanted to be here first, not there first.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be there.
It's rare, but yeah, I don't know. I always thought this was cool.
I thought we were all failed musicians.
Yeah,
that's why we're here.
Like I said earlier, I went to Full Sail for maybe a month, and then I was like, I'm just going to drop out, and I went on tour. And actually, it's funny, the first tour I ever went on...
Hold on, you dropped out from Full Sail and went on tour.
Yeah, the first tour I ever went on was Pete Wentz's hardcore band. It's Pete and Joe Troman. They had a band called Arma Angeles, and I went out doing merch. And
that's fantastic.
Reading how to do sound from live sound reinforcement.
So those of you that are watching and going to Full Sail right now, just quit and go on tour. That's how you do it.
You don't really need it.
Yeah. Okay, so connect the dots for me. You quit, you went tour, you're in merch, now you're with the Maine. Fill that blank in for me. How that happened.
Like how I met the Maine?
Yeah.
I'm not their normal guy. Their normal guy is Ricky, who does All Time Low.
Okay.
And he asked me to cover for their headline tour because he had to do All Time Low stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'll do this for you guys. So I actually just started with him. This is my second tour with him.
So how'd you get connected with them?
With them? Just being on the same tours. Like they've done that band I toured with, Story So Far, they've done like multiple tours with the Maine.
That's awesome.
And like All Time Low and all that. So I met Ricky, and then I met the Maine, and then here I am.
That's awesome. So you have one of my favorite consoles here, the C1500.
It is awesome.
You came into this console, correct?
I came into this, yeah.
So what's your thoughts on it?
I'm enjoying it so far. It's just easy. Okay. I don't know. It's just compact and easy. It's nice to travel with. We can fly anywhere in the world with it. After this tour, we go to Mexico, and we're taking all this with us. I don't have to jump on another console, load my file, and like whatever. Everything is good to go.
Let's talk effects. Native, are you using UAD? Are you using Waves, Dyne 8? What are we doing?
I'm using stuff on the desk, and I'm using Waves as well.
Okay, what are we using on Waves?
On Waves, let's see what we got here. It's just some drums, like my drum verb for big, slap, delay, distortion, snare verb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you using Dyne 8 at all?
I'm not.
Not at all?
No.
Okay. How many inputs are we running?
We are 32, exactly.
How many piece band is it?
They're a 5-piece band. Okay. So we got playback and then... Tracks, all that, yeah.
Okay.
And we're also, the way we're doing this is, since we only have one rack, we're doing front of house and monitors from both. So I just double patch everything to here. We just have everything double patched down there, and then I have a separate file where I can control the monitors from that. They can control it up there from their iPad or laptop.
Sure.
And then I just have the front of house file here.
Sure.
For me to change monitor stuff, I would have to load the monitor file here and do that.
Talk to me about spatial. Are you doing any sort of panning, hard panning?
No, not really. Drums, like rack and floor, I pan a little bit. Guitars are not too crazy.
Yeah.
I just do a little bit with the guitars, and then I have I do like a double patch. I double patch the guitars, and when it's like a big solo moment or something like that, I just have right here, it's the guitar doubler. It just unmutes the channels, and it doubles the guitar. Okay. And then it's more panned.
Got it.
And just, good for the solos and stuff, the big parts.
Any parallel compressions or ducking we do?
No, I was doing parallel compression on the drums, but then it was kind of getting funky with my Max BCL here, like the compression limiting, so I just took it out. Okay. But I normally do a lot of parallel with the other bands I do.
I see a lot of tape and labels. What did you choose for your soft keys?
This is all from their previous engineer, but this is all for their monitors. Like I said, if I do load that monitor file, I can load their mixes like that.
Yeah.
And then these are my mutes for the drum distortion, drum big, the guitar doubler I just told you. We have a guest vocal thing here. And then I do banks here, drum, bass, guitar tracks, vocals, effects, and then my master.
One of my favorite things about this is the user assignable sock
It's the
keys.
best.
You can do whatever.
Yeah,
you
just
want
the
with
guy
it.
who programmed it before me, he did all this for the monitors and then that.
Yeah.
I didn't change any of that. I've only changed EQ stuff and stuff from his file.
Okay. Anything on your master bus?
Yes. What do I have here? That's pretty much it. And then obviously the Max BCL.
Oh.
Compressor limiter. That's the main thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I just have that on the left and right, and it's compressing and limiting.
Okay.
It's nice.
So what advice would you give to starting off engineers that want to be here on a tour with Fallout Boy?
I mean, like I said, you can do the school thing, or you can kind of do it like me. And I just like went to venues. I moved to California. I went to a venue. I was like, hey, can I intern here? And they're like, yeah, you can just work for free. And I learned how to do sound. And eventually they were like, oh, you're good enough now. We will pay you and you can do sound.
Cool.
And I just learned like that. And then eventually bands took me on tour. And I just kept learning and learning. One of my first tours ever doing front of house for a band was with Chad. He was doing Story of the Year. And I was doing this band Every Time I Die. And I learned a few things from him. He didn't remember me on this tour, but I remembered him because that was like 15 years ago. It was like my first tour.
If people want to follow you in social media, where can they follow you at?
On Instagram, I'm at the Bush Cannon.
The Bush Cannon.
Yeah.
Okay. Or at a Maine show near them?
Or
Awesome.
Maine or the Story So Far or Taking Back Sunday, any of the bands.
I love it, man. Thank you so much for your time.
problem,
I really
man.
appreciate you,
It's been a
brother.
pleasure, man. Thank you very much.